experience of Henry Cooper telling. He does all the useful work inside and tends to rough Bugner up inside. But the big young man is unmarked.
Right, step back.
Cooper's left eye looking a little red. It's the one that tends to go first, if anything does go. Bugner breathing a little hard. The tension in that ring is really crackling.
Step back. Step back.
And I think Henry's left eye is gone. I think the left eye is gone. There's a good deal of redness around that left eye of Cooper's. And the head of Bugner was in Henry's face then. He's also holding. And there's a distinct mark underneath the eyebrow of Cooper's left eye. There's no blood. And as I say, there's no blood, so it begins to bleed. And so Cooper is cut underneath the left eyebrow in the third round. So as in so many previous fights, Cooper once more must live with an eye injury in this fight. Eddie Thomas comes in to tend to the left eye. And if I've seen that happen once, I've seen it happen, oh, I don't know, 24 times in Henry's fights. Thomas did an absolutely marvelous job on Henry's eyes in the last fight Cooper had, the one in which he beat Jose Urtain for the European title. And Thomas did a really remarkable job, and to a large extent contributed to the success of Cooper in that fight, because if he hadn't done such a good job, then Cooper could well have been stopped with cuts. And now he's got the same job on hand again. And Bugner unmarked.
Second out, round 4.
And Bugner looks at his man and sees that he has brought damage to Cooper's face. And the head cracks into Cooper's face again, and he gets cautioned by Harry Gibbs. And there's a lot of grease on Cooper's face. The speed of Bugner's left jab has been quite startling, and perhaps startling to Cooper. This young man has produced better form already in this fight than he's been showing in recent ones.
Right. Right when you're told.
The occasion is bringing the best out of Bugner. The thing here is whether Bugner will leave himself an unguarded moment, and the chance will arise for Cooper to slam the left hook home. He's brought it home a couple of times already to the body, but he hasn't had a good shot yet at Bugner's chin. And Bugner is really tossing Cooper around when it comes to a trial of strength inside. 23¼ pounds advantage. Bugner as they came out of that. There's no sign of further bleeding on Cooper's left eye, so Thomas has done the trick again. Nearly 4 rounds completed, and so far no real dominance by Henry Cooper over Bugner. Bugner's taken some quite good body shots and has stood up to them. And that one hurt Bugner, and you saw him lose his temper. Still haven't seen a really big right hand from Bugner. In fact, I can hardly remember him using it throughout the fight so far. He's been working, concentrating on the left hand. This could well become a test of strength between these two. They're both feeling each other's punches. The left jab into Henry's face, and these left hooks occasionally into the body of Bugner. Bugner took 2 there, which almost took his head off. And Cooper's beginning to just step up the pace a bit, and when he does, Bugner takes them. Drops into the clinch and takes a couple more, and this is very much Cooper's round so far. Cooper's going to have to draw on all those years of experience here. Underneath from Bugner, and that made Henry Cooper hang on. A left hand underneath. He brought that into Cooper's body as Cooper moved in on him. And this is turning out to be a really cracking championship battle. And Bugner looks not quite so confident at the end of this 5th round, and it's clearly Cooper's. And that is the most decisive round we've seen yet, and Cooper won. And no further trouble at all from the eye. Eddie Thomas is a miracle worker. He really is. He stopped that bleeding completely. And Cooper really stepped up the pace there, and when he did, he had Bugner in some trouble. He had one bad moment.